Are we live? We're live. Telling me my video resolution is unsupported. But hey, it looks like we're live. Lush Louisville. Happy 4th of July. I don't even have my headphones on. I'm running behind here. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I got Uncle Sam with me. We're here supporting the country. It's interesting. Hope everybody's doing well. This special edition, Happy 4th of July. You know, we out here just having a good time. We got a very special guest today. Super excited. Yeah, you know, we got the fireworks going. How's everybody doing? Let's get in the chat here, see what's going on. We got one person watching. Well, how was everybody's week? Everybody doing good? It's a very special day here in America. I had to work today at 5 a.m. It was super busy. We were understaffed. But, you know, eventually I'm going to have to take this hat off because, as you can see, I am... let's see, hold up. I have to hold the headphones under my chin because this hat is so big. Uncle Sam says, what's up? Hold up. Classic hat, Party City for all your party needs. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. My sound effects are messing up here. What's going on? Ugh. All right, guys. Julia Smith says this hat. Oh, you don't know about this hat. Look at this hat. It's my man Sam. The man Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. Okay, now we got a full live supported video. I don't know what was going on there. And the glasses. Of course, Julia, you know I stay with the glasses. I stay with the swag. Okay, guys. Well, so let's see. 4th of July, a big day. I had a big week. Anybody jump in the comments, see what see what y'all did this week, what was happening. I actually headed back to Nashville on, that was Wednesday. I was there for the day. I was with Sarah Mache again, recording, and this time we recorded at Sound Emporium in Nashville, which I've got it pulled up here. I want to show y'all. The studio is, this time, the last studio we were at, Dark Horse, that was in Franklin, Tennessee, and this studio was like in a legendary spot in actual Nashville called Berry Hill, which I interned there last summer, and but this was the studio. I'll show you some pictures. We were recorded for about 5 hours. We were in Studio Z, so I was sitting here, got some nice outboard gear equipment, and this door right here led into the booth. That was super, super cool. We recorded from 6:30 to 11:30 that night. And then I had to drive home that morning at like 5 a.m. And I had to go straight to work, so I was super tired. But we worked on the first song. We kind of redid some vocals, and then we also kind of started a second song. So that was very fun. Different studio, kind of same vibes. We were the only ones at this studio because we kind of had a later session. But starting at 6:30 is not that bad. Ending a session at 11:30 is early, to be honest. But so that was very cool. It was good to see Sarah again, and that was pretty much my week. Other than that, I just came back and worked. What's everybody else doing? Julia, what'd you do this week? We got a couple people watching. Well, I know that everybody's got big plans today. It is crazy hot. By the way, I switched up my setup. I kind of took everything and turned it around so you all can kind of see my... Well, you gotta see my setup. I've got two monitor speakers behind me. We got a little Jesus statue here, you know, supporting me. Julia says she moved back to Louisville. She came back from Seattle. I'm glad you're back, Julia. She says it's good to be back. That's amazing. It's good to have you back, Julia. I'm sure I'll see you tonight. Yeah, so we have a very special guest today. Actually, Julia, tell me about your 4th of July plans. Let me segue back here. I had a couple things planned before we get to our guest. Any plans besides seeing me tonight? Probably not. Well, maybe. Not to down you, Julia. Well, we'll get to that. Anyways, very special guest today. We got a guy by the name of Chris Carter. He is a rapper, a hip-hop, lyrical rapper, hip-hop artist, lyricist. He was not born here in Louisville, but he grew up here, and he spent a lot of time here. I know he went to Wagner High School, and he spent the majority of his life here at Louisville. But he's got some good he made another move, kind of like when I talked to David Lee. He was an engineer from Louisville, and he moved to Atlanta. This guy, Chris Carter, he made a move, and he's going to talk about it and what that was like and what that is like. So let's get him in here. Let's see what's going on with him. I'm going to, first of all, let me open. There we are. All right. Chris is joining us.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Chris. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you been? How's your 4th?
Man, it's been good so far. I had to get up early, but other than that, I can't.
Hey, yeah, work this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, super early, 5 a.m., man. What about you? What you been up to?
I had I had a meeting earlier. We just got off of Finesse Media. Shout out Finesse Media.
Okay.
I was writing. I got a couple of features I just got in my email. So I started writing to a couple of those before I hopped on.
Okay.
That's pretty much the rest of the days. It's like really rainy out here today, so that's probably what most of the days just gonna be recording.
Really, it's raining there? That must be nice. It's like it's got to be like 96 here today.
Well, it's been like 90 all week though. Like it's been hot.
Really?
And I do maintenance, so like I'm outside all day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me about that. That's got to be. That's got to be rough. All right, man. Well, it is great to have you on here. I'm glad you could make it. Super excited to have you and tell your story. I do want to hear more about this Finesse Media Group. We'll get to that later, and more about these features. So, well, Chris, without further ado, why don't you tell us your background in Louisville, kind of where you grew up and where you went to school, man?
I lived in Fern Creek, and I actually went to Fern Creek for a year before I got kicked out, and then I had to go to Wagner. That's where I finished my senior year at. It's Wagner.
Oh, yeah? Cool, man. And so did you go to college?
Okay, so I went to JCC down the street.
Yeah.
On was it like I think it's on like close to like 3rd Street.
Yeah.
So I went there, and I dropped out in like 3 days.
Why'd you drop out?
Like it was more so just like I felt like when I went there, like all the people that I knew were still there. It wasn't anything different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up like actually didn't stay there for very long.
Okay. So what do you mean? Like they were different? You didn't
like I wanted to have like a whole. I mean, I can't even blame it on that. Obviously, at the moment, school just wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I wanted just a different change of scenery. You feel me?
Definitely, I feel that.
Because like going to JUCO, it's just all the people you went to high school are still there. So like, you're just seeing like, you know what I mean? Like you're just seeing the same people.
Yeah, I feel that. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to go to the University of Kentucky, and I didn't want to go to the University of Louisville because first of all, U of L is right across the street from Manual, and I wasn't trying to do that.
Facts. U of L is nice. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it. Like U of L is nice.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely can agree with that. It was a great Louisville is a great school, and I probably could have gone there for free if I had done like the music program, but they didn't have the recording program. Like I went to Middle Tennessee State, and that they didn't have the program like MTSU did. So that was kind of the deciding factor for me. So but yeah. So you went to Wagner. I'm pretty sure we Manual smashed you on basketball, Chris, but that's okay.
Yeah. Look, our football team was so bad. Like we literally only beat Atherton.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You said that.
Bad too. Like we were like getting smacked every year or all year.
Yeah, but you played football, right?
Yeah.
How and just for that one or?
Oh yeah, it was just for that my last senior year. I played my sophomore year, my freshman year. I didn't play my junior, but then my senior year I was like, fuck it. Like I want to just play everything while I can. Right. So I played football. We got smacked like every fucking game. Like we were. Like I said, the only team we beat was Atherton. And Atherton's pretty much just trash. So everybody beats them.
But they're not. Jack Harlow went there. That's one thing that I do know about Atherton.
No, I mean that's the best
I
thing
know,
that
yeah.
probably ever happened at Atherton.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I played basketball. What position did you play in football?
I played defensive end and I also played corner.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't. Football was pretty big at Manual. I know our basketball team. We played Wagner a few times, but yeah, that is crazy, man. That was so long ago. It seems like. I mean, I guess like 4 or 5 years, but like I think about when I was like a freshman in high school playing on the
Oh,
freshman
no, it's
team.
been a minute, bro.
No,
Like
dude.
I graduated in 2014. So like,
okay, so you're how? What are you like? 25, 26?
24.
24. Okay, yeah, cool, man.
So like it's been a fucking hot minute, like good 6 years.
Yeah. So know you're a hip hop artist and you're in school, you're in high school, you're playing football. Are you starting to write songs then, or did you start when you decided not to go to school, or have you been writing for ever since you were little? When did you start?
No, it was like okay, like there were like really weird times, like random times when I was younger where I would like write a song or some shit, but like it wasn't even like anything that I ever like, it was like it never like anything I thought I could do or would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it didn't even start in high school. I actually like I remember I used to be at my friend Levi's house and we used to get drunk and like we'd freestyle and shit. But that's literally like pretty much it.
Nice.
Like I didn't start doing this until about a year ago.
Okay.
So
really?
and like I literally just started like a year ago. This is my
Oh.
first year in.
Well, I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Well, that's amazing, man. You've been. We were talking yesterday a little bit just over the phone. You were saying that but you're pushing content. You want to put more content out. Speak on that.
Yeah.
Like what you've been in it for a year, or you've been doing this for a year. So what's that like? You're in it for a year, and you know that you have to put content out. To speak on that.
Well, it's just like there's some things I wish I would have knew like off the rip because like your first year, like I mean, at least for me, is like I wasted like a lot of time just like trying to figure things out myself, not necessarily like researching and like putting the work in the early stages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like because like I wanted it, but I had to really like sit down with myself and be like, dude, like what the fuck do you want? You know what I mean? Like is this what you really want to do, or is this like just something you're doing? And I picked I really wanted to do it. So I know now that you have to put out content. It's the only way people are gonna know who you are. Only way you can get people to go to your websites, go to your your Spotify's, your iTunes, all that stuff. So
yeah,
what I mean? Instagram is probably the best app that I've marketed on so far.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, no, definitely. What you said about kind of having like a real moment with yourself, like, hey, what do I really want to do? That's important. Because I've thought about that recently too. I mean, first of all, not to mention 2020 is just like
ridiculous.
Who even knows what's going on? But just like there, like I was saying earlier, I was in Nashville this week, and I was also there 2 weeks ago recording, and it's awesome. But then like I haven't really been inspired to be like really making a whole lot of beats recently.
Facts.
And it's just like I don't even really feel like mixing. But I've been doing this podcast. And, I don't know, man. But the I do know that I just have to keep doing it all, and just because I do know at the end of the day, I feel like I've always wanted to do music, I be in music, be an engineer, be around it, make beats, be a producer,
right.
And so at the end of the day, even when it's like a blind leap of faith, I saw this quote on Instagram from Kanye West, and he was like, whenever people work with me, I love that they don't have to compromise who they are, because obviously, like how he is, he the way he said it was really cool. He was like, I push everybody to be the best superhero that they can be, and that I feel like, I mean, he's one of my biggest inspirations. But
yeah, I was about to say, he's actually one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, no, but like that he talked about like that blind leap of faith. It's just like even when you really don't know what's gonna happen, you just have to sit down and right. Exactly.
You gotta go with it, so you gotta stick with it. Like, exactly. You can't like. That's what I'm saying. Like, just you have to really put in time for this. So that's why I had to sit down and really think. Like, is this like what I want to devote my energy towards? Like, because there's a lot of sacrifices for this. There's a lot of like times, late nights, early mornings, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times where you have to do things you don't necessarily normally do.
Right, and it's not even. It's sometimes like the early mornings for me right now is just getting up and going to work. It's not even really. It's not even with the. I mean, I'm working hard with the music, no
Yeah,
doubt.
but
But
that's good too, though. You know what I
right,
mean? Because
exactly.
like
No,
you're
exactly. That's what
going
I'm
in, like
saying.
you going to work, and as soon as you hop off, boom,
Yeah,
right into it.
the
Whether it be
hus,
the podcast or you're engineering or mixing master or whatever you're doing. So
the
you know what I'm saying?
hustle.
I wouldn't definitely like just keep moving with it, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, and same with you, man. But man, we got so much more to talk about. So you've got this. You start recording. So you've been
Mhm.
recording for a year. Uh,
Yeah.
so you said you would hang out with your friends, but what gave you that initial spark? You're like, I'm gonna do this. That was like
Um,
a year-ish ago.
I called into this radio station in New Jersey. It's Big Seven, Big Seven's radio station, and it's like Time to Grind or something like that. And I called them in and I freestyled for them, and they like booed me like bad. Like this is like bad. Like they booed me off and they
That
played the
happens. That
fucking
happens.
the Let It Go song off of Frozen.
Oh my.
like,
Hey,
like
that's
bad.
that's that's inevitable,
So
bro. That's always moments like that'll happen. But anyways, continue. Go ahead.
yeah, like it hurt. That was like probably that was my first time. So I was on there and that happened, and then like I got off the phone and I was like, fuck that. Like I'm gonna get better. Like I don't know why. Like I just like I can't go out like that. Like it's not how we doing it.
Yeah, no,
So I
absolutely
like
not.
like
Yeah.
at work while I was at work because I was working a maintenance job then too. While I was at work, I would just be writing. When I got home, I'd write. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep practicing at it. And then eventually, like I made this song, "Money on My Mind," and like it was decent. So I just released it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was crazy, but it was
Yeah.
definitely from that one moment of getting booed off stage, like or not booed off stage, but booed off the radio. Like that was
But
something like you know what I mean. Like that was
no,
like an instant
absolutely.
like from the very beginning, like an instant like you can't do shit.
Well, that's those
You know
moments
what I
are
mean?
yeah, those moments are very important. And I know,
Yeah,
obviously you know that, but like, you ever seen 8 Mile? I'm sure you probably seen that movie.
yeah, of course, of
You know,
course, of
like
course.
he did. Eminem was on it. Like, first of all, that movie is really not. It's kind of based off his life, but it's not like
Hmm.
exactly like his life, but pretty much almost the same. But like,
Right.
he gets booed off the stage because he couldn't even say anything. And
Yeah.
those moments are super super humbling. And like you said, you knew you had to get better. So
I mean, I called back 3 months later
there
and
you
they
go.
loved it, so it worked
Called back
out.
3 months later and they loved it. Look at you, Chris. Go ahead. That's amazing, dude. That's
Yeah, I
awesome.
mean
So
that's probably like the thing I'm most impressed with is like just how I continue to learn, and I'm like it's kind of like at a faster pace than I expected it to be.
uh-huh.
Because I literally listened to stuff from a year ago, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, for sure. Well,
Like,
that's
what was
that's
this?
yeah, no, for sure. I'll listen to one of my buddies here in the chat, Jonathan Damron. He's got a question for you, but real quick, I'll speak on this. I'll listen to like one of these kids I used to work with in Tennessee. I'll listen to some mixes that I did back in like 2018, and I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, I've learned so much since then, and I'm still learning. But it's like, wow, literally, yeah, literally what you just said, like, WTF, bro. But
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
but it also those are good moments to have, and it also shows you how far you've come. It's
Mhm.
very very it's just one of those moments in life that you just enjoy.
No, yeah. Again, it's weird. Like you're not supposed to enjoy that. Like you know what I mean? Like it was like such a weird thing that like
Yeah,
I took. I'm glad I took that. I'm glad that's what I took from it though. Like I'm glad I just wasn't like fuck it. I'm done.
absolutely, yeah, for sure. So my buddy Jonathan here, who
It's good, Jonathan.
he says he was asking about software. He asked me. I use Ableton Live 10.
Mhm.
He says Ableton. He's asking Ableton versus FL. I do have a version of the FL 20, and I do like it. However, I've been making beats so long in Ableton that I need to get on FL more. I know the very very basics, but
Okay.
personally, I'm Ableton Live. But what do you use, Chris? Jonathan's asking what you.
Honestly, I don't use either of those. I use Pro Tools because I just started recording myself probably like 3 months ago. Because like
Yeah.
before that, I was going to the studio.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I record in Pro Tools, but if I'm making beats, and I have made a few beats in Pro Tools, and it's kind of cool because do you know the producer
well,
Illmind?
I have that's the next thing I want to learn. I haven't made it. I don't make beats.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely I just record like
yeah.
strictly. I'm definitely trying to learn how to make beats. That's one of my next
Bet, bro.
goals.
Bet. Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Yeah. No, if you're recording, yeah, Pro Tools is
Pro
speak
Tools
on
is
that.
it.
So you
Yeah.
like Pro Tools?
I do, and it's crazy because I honestly just like I don't want to say it like that because I'm gonna sound dumb, but I like how complicated it was. You know, like first starting out, like just
Yeah.
because like it was so much more to learn, and I
Everybody
feel
says
like
that. Yeah.
me and my brother, like we literally just watched YouTube videos and keep working on it, and I feel like we're getting better at it. Especially my brother. My little brother actually is better than me at this shit.
Yes,
But
That's how you
yes.
do it.
that's actually he's here, so he's
Continue to
been
get better.
recording me for like the past couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, I think you kind of said something a little bit about that. Speak on that. So you have your younger brother
Yeah.
record you. What's that? How's y'all's relationship like that? Like, yeah, so it's like kind of like an artist. It's almost like Billie Eilish and her brother, right? So, she just walked down the hallway, and obviously they may have all these Grammys, but like, what's
Hmm.
the relationship, artist engineer relationship, like as two brothers?
For us, especially since he's an artist also, so I'm
Okay,
trying to teach him everything I didn't know, like at the beginning. You know what I mean?
smart,
Like
smart,
try to show him the ropes a little bit,
for
if, at
sure.
least as far as what I know, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning every day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna
Absolutely.
keep learning new things.
Oh, for
But I'm just
sure.
trying to show him the right way to do things, and get more interactive with him because he is, you know, they're on quarantine too. They can't go back to school, so
Yeah.
because he's still in high school. He's only like 17. So and just try to keep helping him perfect his craft really. So it's like it's really dope, honestly, because sometimes like I would come home from work like on my lunch break or like I'll wake up or whatever it is, and he's like on the laptop learning how to do it at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like really
Shout out
interested
to
in
your
it. So
brother.
it's
There
like
you
it's
go.
just dope to see my brother like
Yes, I
passionate about
understand.
something. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out. Yeah, for sure. So that's awesome. So you know that.
Mhm.
So like whenever you have the opportunity, or whenever you're like, all right, I'm ready to record. So
Yeah, well,
he'd
and
be
that's
like
the
in your
but like I
room.
said, the thing is like he's like surpassed me in it already. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's been like really putting in like the extra work to do it. So like he's like he's like really nice to this shit. So I just have him record me in these past couple weeks. Like when he leaves, I'm gonna be hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely. I've done like I play saxophone too, and
Hmm.
so I'll be either in Ableton or Pro Tools recording myself, and it is kind of annoying to like swing around and then be playing in the mic and
Oh
then
yeah.
turn back around and jump, hit the stop button. But it's definitely that's pretty much what like Russ does, Russ, and many others, honestly. But
Hmm.
it's a whole process, to be honest. And I mean, you already know you've been in it for a year, but
Hmm.
you will definitely uh, continue to grow and obviously get better at recording and things like that. So that it's just the biggest thing is just enjoying those small moments, like
Yeah.
you know.
No, facts. Like I said, it's interesting recording myself because like I always like get my shit tangled up somehow. Like I always get my mic tangled up
Oh
with
yeah,
not my
yeah, yeah,
mic, but
yeah,
my
yeah.
my headphones tangled up,
I
or
see. Yeah,
my fucking cords. Like it's just they're always fucked, so
yeah.
it's funny.
That's inevitable, no matter what
Yeah,
studio you're in.
it's just crazy.
Yeah, that happens in the high grade. Yeah, dude. I've uh, I've sat in on some sessions before in Nashville that were just like, I mean, there was so many people, so many instruments. It's like, I don't even know how y'all keep this straight.
No,
But
facts.
that's how it goes, man. So, well, that's awesome, bro. That you and your brother have that relationship. Keep that up, because I mean, you never know. That can take y'all really far. Like,
Hmm.
you go, especially since y'all are brothers, you already have a connection. But like, you go to a studio, maybe the engineer can't be there, or you can bring your own engineer. Your brother
Hmm.
comes in, y'all knock out a session, super efficient. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you
that
all
was
know.
actually something I was thinking about. Just to like get him more interested in it. I was gonna actually, because his birthday is coming up.
Okay.
He's hopefully he doesn't see this before that, but his birthday's coming up, so I was gonna see if I could rent out a studio for him and see if
Happy
we can
birthday.
sit in one and just like for like an hour or two and like
Yeah, dude.
learn. I think that'd be
Absolutely.
dope.
So he's never recorded in like a, a studio,
Professional,
a
yeah.
professional
Like
studio
this is all off of my Mac and
in your room. Yeah, yeah.
my interface and everything else I got here, my shield and all that. So it's all homegrown over here.
Homegrown. Home studios is where it's at, bro. But dude,
Yeah,
when I
thanks.
was in Nashville this week, we were at Sound Emporium, and
Hmm.
one of the staff engineers that was there, he was telling us, and I never really, I thought about this sometimes, but even in Nashville, man, like where country music is big, like there's really not a lot of studios are closing, man. People are selling them, and like there's obviously there are still studios, but Like you can do this stuff like at home or even in like, I mean, there's so much digital and like virtual technology now, man, that you don't even need.
More importantly, I think I want to get another mic, like a really, I want to get one of those high end mics. I don't know necessarily how much that's gonna, run me yet, but I'm trying to get something like decent.
What are you using right now? What's your mic right now?
I think it's like an Audio Mac or some shit like that.
Audio Mac.
The PreSonus.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about them, but I do hear a lot about them. Like people have taught, like say, oh, I use a PreSonus, but they make good interfaces, I believe, and the little box that you hook your microphone up to, they make good.
Which one do you use?
Right now, I'm actually using. This is an Audio Technica 2035. It's a model off the Audio Technica. I believe it's the 3040. The 3040 is a little bit bigger, but it's a large diaphragm condenser microphone. And then my interface is an Apogee Duet. It's one of the. I was interning at a studio here in Louisville, downtown recording. You ever heard of that, Chris?
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, well, one of the guys there let me borrow his interface for a while, so I've been using that. But I sound like a total nerd right now, but I love talking about this stuff, man. Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is what I can function with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I wanted to. I had a Scarlett for a while.
Me too. Yeah.
I like the Scarletts. They're really nice. I definitely want to get another one pretty soon.
Very portable and very durable.
They last forever.
I still use mine. Actually, my dad is a videographer.
That's dope.
And I've been letting him use my Scarlett interface since I got this Apogee Duet. The thing is with the Scarlett is I only have one volume knob, so if I want to turn up my headphones, I have to get up and turn my speakers actually off instead of like just turning the volume knob down. So that's the one thing the Apogee has that the Scarlett doesn't. But yeah, man, that just the gear you'll build up, and the same thing I'm sure like with plugins, over time you just build up plugins and stuff like that.
See, that's what I'm trying to work on how to learn now. I have some plugins, I just don't know how to use them. So definitely got to learn how to do that. That's like probably tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so for the people watching, plugins are we got a couple people in the chat. We've got let's see, Jonathan says he uses a Blue Yeti. I know what he's talking about. That's
for the microphone, yeah. Those motors are dope too.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? We were talking about mics. Oh man. Plugins. Plugins are, I've talked about before outboard hardware, which is like a physical piece of gear that is used for mixing music and helping the music to sound better. But plugins are the digital version of the outboard hardware, and they're a lot cheaper, and that's why
they're way cheaper.
Way cheaper. Some of the outboard gear, even like the compressor I was using in Nashville this week is like, dude, I'm sure it's like $4,500 the actual outboard gear, but you can get the plug-in for like probably
like
$250.
It's worth it though.
Oh, absolutely. No, I was using it, man. It was awesome, so awesome. But anyways, we could geek out on this for a long time. So, but that's awesome. I love these conversations, man. So, you're rapping. You're in Louisville. You make this move to Kansas City. Talk about that. What's going on? What's up with that?
So like when I was in Louisville, because this is actually I wasn't making music when I was in Louisville. Like I wasn't making music until, like I said, like last year. I left Louisville like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I left Louisville because I was just going through like a lot, with, like I said, I was talking about this earlier, like the other day. Just there's nothing else to do in Louisville for the most part besides drugs and party, and I was just getting into it just a little too heavy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So, and I was like, there was one point where I was even like homeless for like a couple weeks, like literally like staying like outside or at people's houses. Like it was trash. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I really just needed to take myself out of those situations.
Definitely.
And come to Kansas and just start over. That way I can, try to stay out of trouble and shit.
So, but did you think of it like that? You were just like, man, I'm going to go to Kansas, or was there something?
No, my wife actually, she brought me here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were married.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
nice.
sure. Gotta say that she's watching too, so
Yeah,
I ain't got no choice
absolutely.
but to say it. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Cool. So, what's Kansas City like? You know, one of my brother's friends actually lived there. Uh, y'all kind of came close this year with the football team, but just not close enough. Or wait, no, wait, did they win?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm an
Oh, they
Eagles
did
fan,
win.
so
Oh,
like
now I
I'm
just
not
look
even.
stupid.
I don't rep that shit here. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
They talk like we talk with each other all the time. These like the Chiefs fans are like super obnoxious. Yeah,
Did they win the Super
but
Bowl this year? Was that them that won?
yeah, they won. They
Oh
just won
well,
this year.
now I do
So
look
like
extra
like
stupid.
actually I went to the party. I'm not gonna lie, the party was lit.
Oh yeah,
The party was
I
lit.
bet
Yeah,
it was.
it was crazy. It was on the news and everything. It was a huge party
Man, yeah,
because they have like how like 4th Street in Louisville.
yeah, absolutely. That's where the downtown recording is literally right on 4th Street.
Right. So it's like literally like that, except they have like a bigger they have like a bigger stage and it's just wrapped around a bunch of bars. It's like on levels.
Okay.
So like it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
The music scene out here is great, honestly. It's kind of just
Really?
everyone here is more like I would say they're proud to be Kansas City artists and they're proud to share Kansas City artists. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like
That's nice.
they show a lot of love out here. Even
Okay.
like with
So they
me
do show
being
love.
from
They
Louisville, even like when I used to go to like the open mics and
Yes,
shit and let them know I'm from Louisville, like it'd be very welcoming. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It wouldn't be get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
there's definitely
it was nice.
yeah, that's cool, man, because it's good that they show a lot of love. I think Louisville, I don't know if it's me being biased because I've lived here, but me and Russ Guapo last week talked a lot about this. Actually, he was saying there's definitely more hate. He's an artist, so he was like, there's
Yeah.
definitely more hate in Louisville than there is love, and I could kind of
Unless you break through.
yeah, I can see that. So that's
Because
interesting. So
like even Blasian and 2K Baby, like they're like on they're basically like breaking out. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
for
Like
sure.
they're doing their thing heavy, but people still hate on them because they're not all the way up.
Yeah. You know, I think I told you this yesterday. I'm supposed to get a track from that kid Alex Grow and that he did with Blasian,
Mm-hmm.
and they want me to mix
Yeah,
it. So
Blasian is dope. Shout out to Blasian too.
yeah,
Yeah, he's dope.
I don't know much about him, but
He's got some vocals, bro. He can sing.
oh, he can sing. He can sing.
Yeah,
I really don't know a whole lot about. I guess I need to do my research because he's from
I'll send you
Louisville.
his. I'm gonna send you his profile for this. He's Blasian. Blasian is hard. So it's like 2K Baby too. 2K Baby.
I like
I
that. I
think
really like
dope.
that 2K Baby song "Old Soul" he's got with G Herbo. And I got
Yeah.
an old soul. I like that song. But
The city's low key like I mean, as far as like Louisville artists, I think the city's doing pretty good. Like
oh, for
it's
sure.
better than it has been in forever. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know about necessarily like sharing because, like I said, there's a lot of hate down there. You
Yeah.
know, that's just what it is. It's what it always has been. But I feel
Now,
like
yeah.
as far as like what we have, like you know, what I'm saying we got Vori out there doing his thing,
Mm-hmm.
Blasian, 2K Baby, Jack Harlow, Bryson Tiller. You know what I mean? Those are artists that
Now,
you know normally
Bryson,
wouldn't get looked at
yeah,
until you know what I'm saying because they're from Louisville.
but the thing exactly. Now the thing is though, but Bryson and Jack are now they're out obviously out of Louisville, but they are now two of the most hottest artists, you know, in rap right now. To be honest,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's been a while since Bryson dropped something, but look at Jack. Like I think
yeah.
that might
Jack
have
is hot right now. He just did something that nobody from our city would even like,
yeah,
well, not even not
bro,
dream of, but just
bro.
wouldn't even think they could do. Like he just got a feature from Lil Wayne.
No, and Lil Wayne referenced his own. Obviously, he was
Yeah,
on the.
his bars.
He was. Yeah, he referenced his bars, and it was on his Jack's remix. But still, like that's amazing, you know. But
But yeah, like
I would say that I think a lot of people just feel like the obvious. What I'm trying to say is that like Bryson and Jack made it out of Louisville, and they're as big as they are, and I feel like a lot of people might really take that to heart to be like, I don't know. I just feel like they have the wrong misconception because, you know, I will say personally, a lot of people, especially people that I know, would like really hated on Jack when he was in high school, like, and even like when he first started rapping, you know, and it's just like, and I mean, hate, you know, again, like what you said with at the beginning with the radio, it's normal, but I really feel like that might have something to do with a lot of these people or a lot of artists in Louisville kind of nickel and diming each other, and you know, the like
yeah.
what we talked
That's
about.
what like as far as like I think we're progressing though.
Yeah,
I just
definitely.
think
There's
everyone's on some like I have to be better than this person. I have to, you know.
Yeah, which is a good mindset, obviously, to have, but
not really, because all our underground artists are beefing with each other.
oh, they're like actually beefing.
Yeah, like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always diss tracks and this, and the third.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So it's like,
See, I
I
think
mean, not
now,
all of them, but a lot of them.
yeah, I'd say now I will say that I think that that is kind of cool though, to be honest, as underground artists in Louisville, and you have diss tracks with each other, so there's definitely like traction. Like you said, it's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, like underground artists in Louisville may not be, you know, it's a very interesting conversation because I do agree that we're the business, the actual business of the music is getting better. I've said this a lot recently. The talent is here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much talent in Louisville, and the business of it is getting better. There's more events like John Woo's producer artist panels. I don't know if well, you probably haven't been since you live in Kansas City, but he throws these events where, you know, do you know who John Woo is?
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he does these events with, you know, he invites all Louisville creatives to La La Land Music
Mm-hmm.
Studios, which is like where My Morning Jacket records and countless other bands.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we just meet up and talk and chill and meet people and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to connect and network and things like that. So it's on the uprise. Like I think, you know,
Mm-hmm.
even and especially with Jack now, people are like, all right, we can really do this, but like just the hate and the, oh well, like you said, like I have to be better than you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Which and like you, I'm not saying you shouldn't have the mindset that you're better than someone. I'm just saying like
exactly. It's
I
like
feel like everybody's just trying to pull each other down to get on top when we could all really be helping each other. Like Jack, not necessarily not. I don't know if he, he was. I'm not saying he did it on purpose, but he just put us on the map, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Bryson Tiller literally got us there, and then Jack just like opened it up.
well, and even
So
yeah,
like
and then now even like with 2K Baby, I mean he's like blowing
in
up,
2K baby,
and
yeah, and he's fire,
yeah,
like
yeah, and
fire,
at the end of the day, man, it is super cool to see these people
doing
doing
something.
what they're
Yeah,
doing, man.
from out the city, like because like I said, like when when we were younger in Louisville, it just felt like I was gonna be there for like the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like it just felt like
Right?
we were stuck there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
like it was crazy. But looking at all these people, I feel like other people now can have some hope. Like, we can do something. We don't have to be in Louisville. We don't have to do this and that. We can, take what we can do what we want to do to get
Yeah,
where we want to go.
facts, man. Good conversation, bro. Crazy.
Yes, sir.
Super interesting conversations to have, man. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
as we're getting older and we're realizing different things, and especially about with what we want to do, and it's awesome to have like artists, and especially somebody who's you're trying to kind of become your own engineer. We can relate and have conversations like this is always super dope.
Facts,
And
facts, facts.
that's the really one of the goals of the podcast, man, is to tap into not issues but subjects like this, and
Mm-hmm.
just bring light to everything like that. So it's interesting, and it's definitely a process, and it's fun to be a part of, man.
Which I want to ask you a question. How is the city doing right now? I haven't,
Yeah,
I was talking
well,
to my friend Anthony the other day, but I heard it's been getting pretty bad down there.
it was, yeah, well, like there, when everything first happened, when everything kind of came out about Breonna Taylor, there was, I mean, there was protests for like a month I
Every
guess
day.
I guess it's been about a month and a half now since all that happened. But
Mhm.
no, yeah, every day downtown there, some things did get violent, but there were a lot of really good
Good ones.
peaceful
Yeah.
protests,
Us
and
my shout out to Anthony Cerisi. That's my bro.
yeah,
He was out there actually like on the front lines, like recording and everything.
yeah, no,
They were tear gassing them and
oh, bro, yeah,
shooting them rubber bullets for no
the
reason.
first
You can see it on the videos.
it was literally no reason. The first couple of nights of the protests, things I saw and heard were not. It wasn't very peaceful. But as time went
Mm-hmm.
on, things got better. And
Mm-hmm.
there's people still out protesting, and props to them. I mean, they are. This until justice is done, man. These
No,
people
right,
are really out here.
rightfully
I
so. Like I
mean,
said, this is what we need. This is how I feel. I think this is what we need. As human or just people in the United States, I feel like this is what we need to progress. We can't
yeah,
keep letting this shit happen over and over and over with no repercussions.
it's insane, man. What
So
happened? Yeah, but the city is doing. We are doing. We were doing good. We're doing better. But it did get a little violent for a couple days. Of that first week was pretty rough, but it's better now. But I appreciate you asking, dude. That's dope, man.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, like I said, I got out of Louisville for certain reasons, but I always miss it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
you gotta think like all my family's down there, all my friends are there. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like everybody I've known for damn near half my high
Forever,
school is
yeah,
just
for sure.
gone. You feel me?
You gotta pay your respects, man. That's
Big
awesome.
facts.
Um,
Always.
Jonathan's in the chat saying Madden 21 soundtrack, talking about. I guess he's talking about Jack having probably what's poppin' being on there, dude. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah, I think Lamar. No, it was on there. Lamar Jackson got to pick the soundtrack.
Oh, he did really, and he
Yeah,
picked Jack. Oh wow, that's
it's
awesome.
on there. Jack's on there.
Something I was. That's amazing. Something I was
Yeah.
gonna say is I am a Ravens fan. I have been a Ravens fan for probably 7 or 8 years now. I didn't jump on the bandwagon when Lamar was. I've been a Ravens fan since I was in like 7th grade, and I really thought they were gonna win this year. But it's funny because at the time I was living in Tennessee, or I think I had just moved because I had just graduated, and I'm pretty sure it was the Titans that beat them. But
Yeah.
I mean, I really thought they were going to win. But
Well, I mean, that's how it is. Like being an Eagles fan is like we're trash, like bad every year.
but y'all
So
used to
that
be
year
really
we won the
good.
Super Bowl, like everyone just assumed like you're a Bam. I'm like, bro, you don't understand what I've been through. Like we've been trash my entire life. Like,
Yeah. No, dude,
it's just crazy. It'd be like that though.
that is very awesome though that Lamar Jackson picked the soundtrack because I know he's going to be on the cover of the game, the Madden 21
Mm-hmm.
game.
Which
That's
is
awesome.
dope. Like that's what I'm saying. Like seeing stuff like that as like a Louisville kid, like you can do whatever
No,
you want.
it seriously, yeah.
You can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
like, and that's honestly that's like one of my biggest inspirations and motivations. I just want to be one of those people. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
one of
Like
those
that's
people. Do whatever you
point
want.
blank.
Yes,
Yes, sir. That's amazing, bro. So, all right, let's get to great topics. Good things, good subjects to speak on, and we're talking about, man. Great discussion. Let's talk about your creative process. I wanted to pull up. Yeah, well, go ahead. Speak about your creative process, and did it change? Well, you said you really didn't start rapping. You'd been in Kansas City, but what's your
Mm.
creative process like, man, as a rapper?
It's actually changed in the past couple weeks. So I have because I have two kids. I got two sons. So
How old are
I
they?
always want to from now on. I make sure that I get to hang out with them before they go to bed. Then I get
Absolutely.
to my music. So but most of my creative process is usually go grab a filter tip, go grab some filter tips, probably take a couple of drinks and then go outside and write. Like I like to be I can write while people are in the room, but I really like to be by myself so I can really get into the zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. What did you say? Some frozen
No, some
tips?
filter tips, like some blacks. And then
Okay.
like I said, I get probably some Bombay or something, drink a little bit, chill, vibe out to some beats, and then just get right into it. But lately, also, because I've been talking to my friend Mike Taylor. Also, shout out to Mike Taylor, that's my homie.
Yeah.
Um, he told us like I had an interview with him like last week, and he was just telling me like instead of just like trying to force things and like getting frustrated, like just write it, like write out whatever you're trying to say, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I
Yeah.
feel like as an artist, like you get jammed up, like trying to like put everything you're thinking into words. You got to like come with a solid plan. So
For
that's what
sure.
I've been working on lately.
Sweet, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I want to talk about your latest single, "High Society." I've got it pulled up here. I can't play it because of like copyright things with YouTube, and I'm streaming live, and they'll probably like stop the stream or something.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so this is it. So Chris Carter's got his new song "High Society" featuring Jay Say. She actually just followed me on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. Speak on this single. What do you? I listened to it. It's super dope, man.
I appreciate it.
What inspired this?
So on my Instagram snippets, I was making like more. I don't even want to call it conscious, just more real about what's going on content.
Yeah,
That's kind of just what I've been putting on my Spotify for like past couple weeks. Keep people involved on the movement, keep people informed on the movement. But with my release, I wanted to not distract from the movement by any means, but I wanted people to understand that we can still have fun too. I'm
hmm
not saying that everything that's going on right now is terrible. You know, America is just basically in turmoil. It's in
a
a terrible
revolution.
spot right now.
It's a
You feel me?
revolution.
So I wanted people to just remember that, you know, there are good things going on too. There are good times also.
Yeah,
You know, so especially as, you know, they start changing laws and putting money into more, you know, urban areas. So
for sure, man. So that's kind of the high society is the what? Talk about the title. Basically, just that,
um
or
so it's, to me, it means just, you know, not necessarily being aware of it, you know, obviously being above it, you can see everything. So just being aware of what's going on, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
cool.
But also, like I said, it obviously has a double meaning. Like, we just having fun. Obviously, I'm hot, you know. And so, like, but it's also my brand. I'm gonna start making.
Okay.
I'm coming out with some merch here pretty soon.
All right.
When I call High Society, I got some pretty cool graphics. I'm going
Yes,
to make a couple
sir.
of hoodies, and then I'm gonna do like a giveaway on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll be working on that in the next probably month or two to get some merch going.
Yeah, so let's speak on that a little bit. I'm thinking about doing some merch for the show, man. And
Mm-hmm.
what's your process been like for that? What are you thinking? How are you going about doing that? And especially from a branding standpoint, like you know, this. If you're, are you able to see the YouTube live right now, Chris? Or are you just on?
Uh, no, I can't.
Okay,
Hold on.
that's
Let me
well.
see. Like,
When you
I'll pull it up on my phone.
no, it's cool. Well, whenever you do see it and you watch the video, there's a cartoon picture of me in on the screen in the YouTube
Mm-hmm.
live, and that's kind of something that I'm kind of branding right now, and
Mm-hmm.
because it actually is, it really looks like me. This guy did this cartoon version of my face on Instagram, and I kind of want to brand that as my like picture for like I put that picture on my business cards,
Mm-hmm.
like let's see, you see like
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
seen that. Yeah, it's
yeah.
dope.
So like my whole life with an N Productions. My whole life, my last name is Janes with an
Mm-hmm.
N. There it is, right there. I say hello. My name is Kevin Janes. It's Janes with an N. I literally from when I
Oh,
was in
oh
kindergarten.
shit! I didn't even notice that, bro. I thought it was James the whole time.
Yeah, see, look, there you go. So literally from when I was little to now, I literally have to say that, and it's Janes with an N. So I was like, I'm just gonna use that with an N Productions,
No, that's
and
dope. Like,
I
that's
thought
cool
I
though.
thought
You
it
have
was
your, like, you have your own thing. That's
yeah,
something that nobody has. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
like the hardest part about building a brand, is finding something that nobody has.
That's what I was
Like,
gonna
even with
ask
names,
you
like for
about.
me, you know, obviously there's Chris Carter, the Hall of Fame football player. So it's like I have to rise above that. You know what I mean? Like, I always have to get better at that. Um, but as far as the designs and stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually gonna hook you up with this guy I know. He's doing all these. He does like amazing artwork, dude. It's like,
What's his name?
I'll have to text it to you because it's his Instagram. I don't know his real name, but it's his Instagram.
Mm.
But he makes amazing art. He's actually the one that's making the graphics for my hoodie. So I'm gonna actually get to that probably this weekend, or not this weekend, probably on Monday or Tuesday. I should have the graphics ready. But it's like I said, it's amazing art, and it's literally like t-shirt ready. It's crazy because it's cover art is what he
Mm-hmm.
does, but it's so good that I literally could see almost everything he does on the t-shirt.
Sweet, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, like,
Seriously.
I don't think he even knows how talented he is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, and I mean that's actually like a thing also that I've been not I'm not even gonna act like I've been doing on purpose, but I want to start doing on purpose. Is I've been finding some people that are you know, just coming up in their craft, and I definitely want to start working with them. You know, just so I can help out in any way, obviously, and then also just working with people underneath me is also just great in general. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure, man. That's awesome. Yeah, because I'm really kind of focusing on like the branding and stuff. Like when the quarantine kind of started, I was. Are you familiar with Producer Grind? Shout out to Producer Grind on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You should check them out. I'll send you some links, bro. They, their motto is they help producers get to business, and they have a podcast, and then they also do like beat battle to not tutorials. They do live beat battles on YouTube where you can like join the Zoom and then put your beats in and stuff. They do all kinds of different stuff, and they have like a website that gives sample packs out. Also, I'll send you some links, bro. It's super cool. Just look them up on YouTube. They're Producer Grind.
Bet I got you.
But
So
then,
yes, like soon after this, just definitely send me that link. I'm definitely trying to check out some new things too.
right, but like their branding and stuff like that. The CEO set up like a text, like one of those big massive text things, but he like so if you text him he'll like respond. And I've talked to him a few times on, he has like a morning show that he does every day during the week, and I've talked to him a lot about like branding and different things like that. Even for my podcast, I was like, how do you do this podcast thing, like your marketing and stuff like that. So just to put you onto something different, there you would really enjoy it.
No fact, and that's actually, it's weird because I'm with the media company I'm working with, Finesse Media.
Yes, speak on that. Tell us about them. Finesse Media. I want to hear about it.
Okay. Finesse Media is a music media company based out of New York. The CEO is actually from the Bay Area. She's from
Okay.
I believe, no, I can't remember exactly where. I think San Francisco, but she's from the Bay Area, so she's probably shouting. If she's watching, she's literally probably screaming that in the comments right now. But they basically have been, since I've gotten in contact with them, they've helped me out majorly. It's an amazing company. They've literally promoted me at like every event we've had. I've got to meet some behind the scenes people that are really important,
Awesome.
such as like Rick Ross's like digital marketer, and just like just a bunch of bigger name people that you want to know your name. And then they throw these amazing events. We actually had an event like a couple weeks ago for Black Lives Matter, and we were basically taking donations for the NAACP and the movement. We had like 10 artists perform, including myself, and it went by really good. We ended up raising like $1,200, and we were only trying to raise like 500. And it was, like I said, it's just an amazing company.
Yeah,
I've never like met such like real people that actually try to help you, because the music industry is very, like I said, pull you down kind of thing.
Yep, cutthroat.
Yeah,
you already know.
So it's really refreshing. If actually, you guys should definitely check them out after this.
Finesse Media.
Drop a follow. Yeah. Like I said, they do amazing events. We've got more coming.
So. For sure. Sweet, man. That's awesome. Glad you're doing that, and you've got that. What's going on here? Yeah, you got that connection, bro. That is only going to help you. Just the biggest thing I would say is, for anybody making connections, just keep talking to them. Keep talking to your connections and ask those people, hey, is there anybody else you can link me with? Like, your connections at the end of the day help you so much, especially in the music business.
Well, I would say that's the most important part of music, I would say, besides marketing, is networking. Like, you have to network with everyone. You always have to talk about what you do, and you always have to show people what you do.
Absolutely.
Like, in-person interactions are probably the best.
For sure.
Which we obviously can't get a lot of right now.
True. Yeah, dude, the cases are going up, bro. It's getting worse. Things are happening, man. It's crazy.
It is. But it's crazy. But honestly, I think we were talking about this the other day. I feel like, in a way, we've all kind of like had like a refreshing moment where we got to really hone in on what we were trying to do with our lives.
We're talking about, kind of took some time to ourselves. Like you said, you had like 2 to 3 weeks just to sit home and make music, like you have that free time. So it's amazing.
Yeah, because especially since free time rarely comes around, you know what I'm saying? Like, you rarely get. So I really it was like a real taste of like what life would be like just making music all the time.
Yeah.
So it was dope. It was crazy for me.
That's awesome. Well, sweet, man. So, you've got this creative process. You're with Finesse Media, you're working, you're making these connections. And, when it comes down to, you told us about how your kind of creative process is. Who are you listening to? Who are you following? Who inspires you?
So many artists. That's like a crazy question, because like, I've got like, I could go on and on forever. Like, I have so many. I'm like a huge like music fan, like first.
Right.
So like, I would say like, I'll just give you like 5. So obviously, J. Cole, Kendrick, of course, Drake. Everybody loves Drake. Definitely, I'd say honestly, my biggest inspiration right now is a couple underground artists. His name is Malls Monday and Marlon Craft. Also, I just really like how they're approaching music right now and how they're promoting themselves, and it's really dope to watch. And then of course my homie Mike Taylor, because he's like also one of the hardest workers I know. it's just really nice to see people on the come up. You know what I mean? Because it gives you like that little bit of hope.
It's possible,
So,
man. It's
mm-hmm.
possible. You just gotta meet the, I guess you could say meet the right people, and then do your thing, bro. You got to be good.
Well, that and you have to come into like I feel like a lot of artists come into music thinking that you just make music and it just like moves
Immediately
itself.
go, yeah, and then
You know
they
what I mean?
stop and then they quit.
Yeah, well, it's not even that they quit. It's just like they keep. Sometimes people just have that mind frame. Like I'm just gonna drop music, I'm gonna blow, and then like I'll be rich in like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like that's like not how it happens. You have to get that out of your head immediately.
Yeah, the idea of an overnight success is really not overnight in general.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
mean it's very rare. It's extremely rare. Like you
Yeah.
have to literally check all the boxes and hit everything at the right time. It's like hitting the lottery. So it's
Awesome,
very
man.
rare that artists even make it out like that. So it's crazy.
That's really cool that you're inspired by, artists that are on the come up, or artists that, what did you say that one guy's name? Monday Malls?
Oh, Malls
Malls
Monday.
Monday?
He's bro, bars.
Really?
Crazy. Yeah, for sure. And Marlon Craft too. Marlon Craft is actually from he's from Brooklyn, I believe. He's from New York. He's got some bars too. And he's going super hard for the movement too. So shout out to Marlon Craft.
Malls Monday. Cool. Where's he from?
Marlon Craft?
No,
Or Malls
Malls
Monday?
Monday. Malls Monday.
I'm not sure where Malls is from. I think he might be from Cali, but like I said, he's got some bars. He spits like it's like kind of like some '90s lyricism.
Okay. Well, I can see why you'd be inspired by that.
Yeah, facts. I'll definitely I'll send you that shit after this. I mean, yeah, because that's what I grew up off of. My stepdad's from Brooklyn.
Okay, cool. Sweet, man. Sweet. That's amazing, man. So, I kind of got. I guess I'll ask you. How's your creative process been since quarantine? But we kind of already talked about it. That question is so just like at this point, like it's not even any different, But go ahead and speak
I
on
mean,
it.
I've just like I said, just been nonstop going at it, man. I mean, I wish I had like just a little bit more time. Like I said, it felt so good, just being at home and doing what I wanted. That kind of going back to work kind of just sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm essential, so like I have to go back to work. So it kind of sucked, but I mean, like I said, that's like the main goal anyway. Like I'm glad I got a taste of it.
For sure. That's awesome, dude. Now, as an artist spending the majority of your time in Louisville, what are your goals, man? What are your goals? What do you want to do?
As far as like what I can do for the city or just in general?
In general.
Well, for this week, I'm just going to start off some small shit. For this week, I want to continue to push my single, and then obviously keep working on my website and look into some things. The CEO of Finesse Media was telling me about LLCs and just a bunch of documents I need to start getting on. I'm working on getting not verified on Instagram, but those little profiles on Google. I'm working on that. Because like I think like last month you couldn't Google me at all, so like now I like pop up like fourth or something like that. So I'm working on that slowly but surely. My biggest goals, obviously, want to be one of the biggest faces out of Louisville. Definitely got to keep. I just gotta keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to. My
Don't
biggest
stop.
goal is just to keep fucking moving, like until I get this money, so I can put everybody in a better space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope that I can inspire some people along the way.
There you go. Kind of like the Malls Monday and those other people inspire you.
Exactly.
There you go.
If I can do that for people that, I mean, because that's what music did for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
man, I would just say, yeah. I mean, I've talked to you about this before, but man, like what you just said, not even until you get this money, bro, you just have to do what you do every day, all the time.
All the time. Yeah. It's a nonstop thing. Like I said, that's what that sit down moment, bro. You just, what do you want to do?
Right. True.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to do?
Even like I'll never forget Southside, the producer was with 808 Mafia. He was talking and he was like, I want to see my kids do well. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people, and even with him, like the CEO of 808 Mafia, which is Southside, but also their manager was on Producer Grind one morning, and he was saying Southside's consistent work ethic. To know if they were at a party, if they were on the bus, if they were in the studio, he is always just consistently making beats. And I mean, he's always getting money and making, crazy beats, obviously, but just like he said, he has an obsession for it, and because he wants to see his kids do well and be fine and have money, So that's an inspiration for me, honestly. Like, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you just gotta find that one thing that really makes you like tick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's just crazy because you get so consumed with it, and at the same time, like you're like it's like an addict. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. You shouldn't be like investing every fucking like 2 seconds of your energy towards it, but you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You have other responsibilities, but like at the moment, that's all that you can think about. It's all that matters. You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
It's just like a complete tunnel vision.
So any particular places that you've, in the world or out of the country that you've taken your talents, you've been traveled to do, you said you went to LA. Speak about that,
I actually, that's probably the only place I've been is LA. I went to go, like I said, I went out there to make some videos and, see my cousin. I haven't seen him in a while. So we went out there for about, I think it was the same week. It was the same week that, what's that thing called? Rolling Loud. So we literally went there with the business mindset. We just wanted to work. We were gonna get these videos knocked out. We recorded like I said, we went to fucking Guitar Center, ran into Zaytoven, which was crazy.
Super cool. For those that don't know,
Zaytoven is like he's like mad short. Like he's like
I bet he is. He's probably like shorter than me.
4 foot seems like.
Yeah, no. For those that don't know, Zaytoven is he kind of made trap music kind of along with Gucci Mane. I wouldn't say made it, but they definitely developed that sound.
I mean, he's definitely a king of trap though.
Yeah,
for sure.
Him and Gucci Mane and.
But Zay, like he's like super short. I actually like almost didn't notice him, but he had like this it's like 5, probably like there's probably like 2 or 3 chains, bro, and they were just fucking diamonds, just fucking like, you know what I mean? Like I literally like passed him, looked back just because of the diamonds, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like California is a whole different vibe. I think it was very inspirational.
Yeah.
It's very inspirational. Totally. Especially like we went to the Louis store and like we go in there and then like, bro, like we just go in there, obviously, we don't got no fucking Louis money. But we're just walking in there, just see what it's like. We never been in a Louis store.
I feel that, yeah.
And there are people in there, they have wine, they've got a fucking live DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was a party in the Louis store.
Wait, seriously? Like they give you wine when you go in?
I'm dead. I mean, I obviously didn't get any wine because I probably didn't look like if I could afford anything in there. But everybody else,
and they have a DJ
was drinking wine, and there was a DJ.
Wow.
And like they don't even have like how like most places like they'll have like one shoe out or like they had like everything out. Like it was just. Like you just pull it out of a drawer and just like it was crazy. Like it was very inspirational, especially like I said, we came back home and like was hurt on money. Like we're just scraping up pennies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was like, it was crazy because like I said, it was just I've never seen anything like that, and like I want to be a part of something like that. Like that's the dopest shit. Like just vibing in the Louis store, drinking some wine.
Literally vibing. You have a DJ and you have your own wine. Was it like you would? That's amazing. I didn't know they did it like that, but I could see why. A lot of these rappers are like always talking about that, like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. So like, it's like
it's so weird. It's like you didn't even like really hear it like while you were like walking. Like maybe you did. Maybe I just like everything else is just so crazy. But you walk into the Louis store and it's just a vibe, complete vibe change.
So okay, so you walk in and where is the DJ like right when you walk in, or is it multiple?
He was like
floors?
right next to the fucking. There was like this huge fucking, obviously like this huge like desk or whatever. This like big thing for the cashier or whatever, and fucking like the DJ's like right in front of it, like on the side, just going at it.
That's amazing. So is somebody like walking around with a tray like at a party with wine, or is the wine?
Like I didn't see anybody walking with a tray. I wasn't even like more so paying attention to the wine. I just like I seen a lot of people. They had glasses, and I didn't see if they were pouring it or not, but. Like I said, it was just a vibe. Like I just got lost inside of Louis. Like I was like, "What the fuck? Like where am I?" You know what I mean?
If somebody had been walking around with a tray, that would be insane. But that's crazy, dude. I didn't even know it was like that. I knew the Louis Vuitton is obviously, you know, but I didn't know it was like. I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
it was
it was
like
crazy.
that.
Like even all the other
Yeah.
stores were like kind of like they were dope, but like Louis definitely just like topped it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was especially. I mean, it was inspirational. And then there was that fucking jewelry store that all the rappers go to in
The
Cali. It's in the
icebox,
mall.
the icebox,
Yeah.
the Johnny, what's his name, who does all the
No,
Migos jewelry.
is it if it's in the mall? Then
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
yeah,
We were at the Beverly Center.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. Or that
But
actually
yeah, like
the
I saw some
icebox.
crazy like jewelry in there that was like completely like it was like $10,000 for like the smallest thing.
Oh, I
Like
bet.
it
I
was
think
crazy.
the icebox might be in Atlanta, where that Johnny that
That's what I'm saying. It was I can't remember which one it was, but it's the one that's in the mall at the Beverly Center.
that's amazing. Did you see
Yeah.
anybody in there? Anybody
No, I
famous?
see. We seen okay. So we were in the mall. We seen T Grizzly,
Oh yeah,
because like I said, it's rolling loud, so everybody's around. So we
that's
seen T
true.
Grizzly walking through the mall. We seen Y and J Almighty. We seen an actor from what's you know that remember that old lady from Paid in Full? I don't know if you ever seen Paid in Full.
No, I have not.
Well, it's but we seen her, and then that's pretty much it actually. One of our Uber drivers was a producer for Uzi.
What? What? What was his name?
It was Rob. Hold on, he's on my Instagram. I think it's like Rob Savage or something like that. Is his
Well,
Instagram
there you
name?
go. That just tells you the side hustle is real. If you're producing for
Yeah,
Uzi and you're still driving
like
for Uber,
it was.
nothing
I played
wrong
him
with
some
that.
music. Yeah, his Instagram was like Rob Savage, but he's worked with like Soldier Boy, Key, Waka Flocka, Freddie Gibbs, Trill Sammy, Larry June, Uzi.
Wow.
So he's dope. He's got some like fire ass beats too, and they're low key not
Did you
even like
ask? Did you
they're not
ask?
bad.
Did you get some from him? Have you been in
No,
touch?
I'm talking to him now. At the time, I didn't. At the time, I just was working on the EP and all this other stuff, so like I didn't need any beats at the time. So,
Yeah,
but I've talked to him a couple times. I'm definitely gonna get some from him.
dude, definitely. Yeah, just stay
Yeah,
on him for that. That's
fire.
amazing.
He's got some fire beats, like I said. I mean, and it's gonna be dope too because I really just like working with new people. Like I said, I found some people that were like some people you wouldn't even expect, like some bangers too. Like I'm waiting for your pack. I'm excited to see the sample game
Yes,
you're talking
yes,
about,
that will be coming soon. I promise you.
bro. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful with those samples though, because I can't drop that shit.
Yeah, I know, but you could do something on SoundCloud at least, maybe. You know, I mean,
Max, let's get it. I'm gonna
it's
get.
maybe.
I haven't been on SoundCloud in a minute. I'm gonna delete all that shit and just run it back up.
Yeah, it's funny though because I sampled the Beatles, and
Mm-hmm.
I tried to put the beat on SoundCloud, and I also titled the beat the name of the Beatles song, so that kind of, but they wouldn't let me put it out. They were like, it was like this is a copyright thing, like your beat
Mm-hmm.
was immediately taken down. So I was like, okay. But then my buddy Matthew, he was like, well, it's probably because you also named the name of the beat the same as
I
the,
think so,
yeah.
but it's better. It's better that thing. At least you didn't get sued.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely not.
It'd been
But
way
or at
worse.
least like a cease and desist. Like if you don't take this down, we will sue you. But I didn't put it. They don't do that for. Well, they might, but they because you can make money, you can monetize on SoundCloud, but I haven't. But
Yeah, I haven't
you
either.
know, uh, but anyways, so yeah, man, great conversations. Let's see. Okay, so kind of some big topics here. What have you realized? Well, I guess we've kind of touched on it, but not really. What have you realized about the creative scene in Louisville when you were here, and how how has that what's the creative scene like in Kansas City? Kind of compare the
The
two, I
KFC
guess.
in Louisville was like I said. It was just kind of like a lot of people were just trying to be on top of each other, and it
Yeah,
kind of made me not like just see it because the music industry in general is like that.
yeah,
So it made me see that I don't want to be like that, like ever.
hmm,
I feel like obviously when you get to a certain point, you want people to pay you for everything, and this isn't a third. But I like to feel like if I found a talent that needed to be heard,
yeah.
I would do anything I could to help them out. Not necessarily just give everything away for free, but I would help them out. You know what I mean?
Facts
That's what I envision. That's what I hope to be. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Um,
So you
Because
want to help out. That's good, man.
at one point, everyone was where I'm at. Everybody was where the next guy under me and all that stuff has been. You know what I mean? Everyone's been
Yes,
started from
sir.
zero.
For sure. For sure.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Started from ground
Well,
zero. That's
that's
awesome.
definitely something I would fuck with.
Yeah. Now, speak on what you were saying yesterday. You wanted to doing things for the
Oh,
city about the gyms. Tell me about
like
that.
for Louisville,
Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool, guys. What? Speak
my
on it.
my biggest goal for the future when I have gotten more success and I have more money. I just remember when we were in Louisville, we just didn't have shit to do. Like we always used to just, like I said, do drugs or go party or go to the walking bridge, go to the skate park. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's
there's
true.
really nothing
Facts.
for kids to do. There's parks and you know stuff like that, but we didn't have any like open gyms
Yeah.
besides like the YMCA. But not everybody can afford that. So I want to do like a YMCA tour type thing in downtown Louisville, so the kids have something to go to.
Batman. That's awesome. Yeah, man.
Just because like I feel like I said, especially I feel like a lot of people don't get back to Louisville yet. Maybe they're not in that spot just yet.
Yeah.
But maybe we can all, as a collective, the Louisville artists could pitch in and do something really dope for the community.
For sure, man. And I mean, I played basketball growing up, and like you were saying, the YMCA charges a lot of. You can't really just go in for free and do an open gym.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, man. That would be awesome because they're, at a young age, there really may not be a whole lot to do. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cool like areas to eat, a lot of good bars in Louisville, and there's some good like, there. My buddy
You gotta
Jerron.
think about like the crime rate though. Like the crime was so crazy. Like
Yeah.
even when, I was coming out like trying to get out of Louisville, like the crime rate was like ridiculous. I mean, like, people that we went to school with were like going to jail. Somebody I went to school with literally killed somebody. A couple people that I went to school with are gone. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
It's terrible.
Like Louisville is like it's not a place that you can really play with. You know what I mean?
The 502 come up is real, man. In Louisville,
It's so crazy.
I agree.
And like the thing about it, like I said, is like when you're even in the moment, like these things happen so often, we normalize it. We don't even realize what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's crazy. So that's what I want to do for Louisville, is help the kids stay out of trouble.
Sweet, man. That's amazing. Help these kids stay out of trouble, bro. That's awesome.
Yes,
that's amazing, Chris. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of better areas that we could direct people and direct younger kids to, being creative or being constructive instead of destructive. That's awesome, dude. For sure. All right. Last question here before we jump into the Lush lockdown. I got a few timed questions for you, but this is the last question. In 5 years, what's up with Louisville's creative scene? Where are you seeing it going? So from where you now you
Jack
see
just
it,
put us on the spot, man.
now you see it coming from a distance. So what are you
Yeah.
thinking? What's up?
Like I said, I mean, like it's gonna be big, bro. I'm telling you. Jack just opened it up. There's so much talent in Louisville. That's why on my EP and my song, Light Up, I was just talking about how I come from a city just filled with diamonds that don't get the shine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's so much talent in Louisville, and not even just in music and everything. Sports, art, everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's about to open up a lot for Louisville. I'm excited for it.
That's awesome. Sweet, man.
It's gonna be, what I'm saying? It's just gonna be so dope seeing like even like David Lee, bro. Like when I first like met up with David, like to me, like him being in Atlanta working with all these artists, it was amazing to me because I was like, holy shit, like somebody from Louisville like is doing this and this. Like it's dope just to see people from the city doing great.
Absolutely, bro. Always great. David's a dope guy, man. Great engineer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, facts.
All right, man. Well, Chris, we have reached the Lush lockdown moments. I hope you are ready. You got some answers on deck for me here. The first one's kind of given to you, so I'll I'm not gonna count that against you. But so I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds, and I'm gonna ask you some questions pertaining kind of to Louisville. And we'll see how you do. So the first question is. You have 10 seconds to answer, but you also have... Oh, actually, hang on 1 second. Nope, not 10 minutes. 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds, Chris, and you got $10. It's a Wednesday night. You're in Louisville. Where are you going to eat? You got 9 seconds.
I'm going to Speedy's. First off, I'm being St. Matthews. I'm going to Speedy's. I'm getting some Grippos, getting some Backwoods, and some Minute Maid, and then I'm calling it a night.
Oh, we barely got it in there. You had 0.6 seconds left. Speedy's, Minute Maid, Grippos, and some Backwoods. Nice. Hey, you can get all that probably for under $10. That's amazing.
No, I'm serious. You can get that big bag of Grippos and be straight.
Yeah. So, interesting. Oh, whoops. That's a funny noise. All right. Lush Lockdown, question 2. Your friend presents you with 2 tickets to the Louisville Bats game.
Okay.
Are you going or not? You got 9 seconds.
Why not? I haven't.
Speak on that.
I just haven't really been to any of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't go to any. I don't really like baseball.
Yeah, I would definitely go because they have a nice stadium. The food is always good, and I also haven't been in probably like 10 years.
I think I went to a soccer game though over there by there.
Oh yeah, nice.
Food was fire. You're right. The food is fire. But I think the Muhammad Ali museum is way better.
Okay.
You gotta definitely check that out if you haven't yet.
Okay, I got an interesting, yeah, for sure. All right, I got a super interesting one. All right, are you?
Let's get it.
All right, let me ask you this: you a UK or U of L fan?
Neither.
Okay,
it's gonna hurt.
If you had to choose one.
But, U of L.
All right. Well, my entire family went to UK. I'm born and raised a UK fan. So your friend gave you 2 tickets to the U of L UK basketball game.
Yeah.
At the Yum Center.
Okay.
But
I'm going.
But you're sitting in the UK section. Whether that's the student section or whatever. Are you going or not? You got 9 seconds.
I'm going. My sister went to Lexington, and I'm not gonna lie, I had fun down there.
Oh, absolutely.
Visit her campus. That used to be fun.
Oh yeah, I went down. Actually, I went down like 2 or 3 times my sophomore year to go to the UK like tailgates for their football games.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I seen crazy. We actually we were going to the gym. I seen Tyler Eulis.
Oh yeah.
We were going to go hoop.
Yeah.
And the Harrison twins too.
Oh yeah, dude, I bet. That's amazing.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
Super cool. All right. Crucial question here. It's Friday night.
Okay.
You're in Louisville.
Yes, sir.
You have no plans, except plans have just been made. What are you doing? You got 9 seconds.
I'm going to make those plans. What do you mean? I'm about to go shake. I got to get out.
I know, but where are you going? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that better. Okay, you have no plans. Somebody just made plans. What are those plans, and where are you going? You got 9 seconds.
It's probably Cerisi. We're probably going to the Walking Bridge to go smoke. If no, I mean, we're too old for that.
What did you
Start
say?
over. Let me get a restart.
Oh, okay. Well, what is Cerisi?
That's my nigga Anthony.
Oh. Anthony Cerisi, is that Mallory's brother?
Yeah, you know Anthony?
Bro, I know. I went to elementary school with Mallory. That is insane. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, that's my bro.
That is, wow. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to reach out.
We went to high school together. I went to high school with Mallory too.
That's crazy, bro. Wow. That Julia, if you're in here, if you're still in the chat, Julia, she was friends with Mallory. She may not still be in here.
You remember? You know Jacob Quaife?
Nah.
You know anybody from the West End?
No, not really. But that's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so you said you wanted to. You were too young for that. So same question.
Yeah, I'm too old for that now. Like I don't even honestly.
What would you do now?
I don't even know what I would do in Louisville now. Like as an adult,
so you're in Kansas City.
What are we doing?
What are you doing?
We're going to Power and Light for sure.
What is it?
It's like Power and Light. It's just like I said, that's where they have all those bars, bro. It's just like a huge section of bars.
Oh, where the Super Bowl party was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they got that, and then they've got like Top Golf and like a couple other like places you can go.
Yeah, we've got a Top Golf in Nashville. They're actually building a Top Golf in St. Matthews on
Oh, for real?
Shelbyville Road. Yep.
I heard St. Matthews went
I
to
don't-
shit low key for a minute.
Possibly. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's still. What do you mean, like? Just
No,
like
I just heard it was like
business?
super trash out there. Like it was just boring as fuck.
Maybe. I don't know. I go out there every now and then, but not a whole lot. But nah, St. Matthews is. I mean, that's like right there. There was like on that corner. There's Molly Malone's. There's Gerstl's. There's the Tin Roof.
Are you talking about on Taylorsville Road?
Not Taylorsville, Shelbyville.
Oh, Shelbyville.
Yeah, I believe.
Oh yeah, over there by that's literally over there by Speedy's, the gas station over there by Trinity.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to Speedy's, grab some grippos.
Quite a bit. Yeah. Yep.
So Speedy, Sal then, right?
The Indian guy.
Yeah, the owner.
That works. Yeah, he's always wearing the backwards hat.
Yeah.
Yep. I know him.
Bro, Sal is dope. Shout out to Sal.
Yeah.
Even though he used to sell us like cigarettes and backwoods when we were like 15, but hey, it is what it is.
He was definitely always hustling, trying to make some money.
Super nice guy, though.
Super nice guy, yeah. Well, Chris, man, that's awesome. It has been a pleasure having you on here, man.
No, I appreciate you, bro, for real.
Bro, it has been great conversations from engineering and gear to branding to the Louisville music scene to the love and the hate, man. It's great things this is going to be a classic episode, bro. Seriously,
Oh, yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm glad I was a part of it. I appreciate you inviting me on here, bro.
Oh, man. No
if you want to
doubt.
do this again, let me know. I got you.
Oh, most definitely.
Send over those beats. I need them.
Yes.
Can you do it this weekend? Can you do like 2 this weekend?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, no, I got you, dude.
I would say if you got anything like in the vault, like you don't got to send me, like just send it through Google Drive, and then that way I can preview it and shit, and then I'll buy it from you.
Bet, dude. Bet. Super simple. I can do that, man.
All right, say less, bro.
And bro, I appreciate all your input. It's super dope to have an artist on here who is from, been around Louisville and then doesn't live here. They have a different, kind of perspective on things. Like I talked to you about the creative scene, and that's super cool. So guys, you can follow Chris at Chris Carter Music _ on Instagram, and check out.
So I've been fucking with my phone so much I can't follow you back right now, but as soon as I can, I got you on your other account.
He will follow you back, make no mistake. That's awesome, bro. And check out his new single featuring Chris Carter's single featuring Jay Say, High Society. I'm gonna be bumping that, man. So you guys, absolutely.
I need more love in the city, bro.
For sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. For sure.
I get a very small amount of love in the city.
Oh, I got you, bro. I'll put you on the podcast, put you on my stories, bro.
See, now I'm about to make it out of Louisville off the rip.
For sure. Well, Chris, man, I really appreciate you being on here. I appreciate all your knowledge, man, and keep in touch. And like I said, I'll send you those beats. And guys, I appreciate everybody being in the chat. Julia, Jonathan, I'm pretty sure my mom and dad are in there. I appreciate that, of course. All y'all's questions. Shout out to mom and dad. Always, guys, I appreciate y'all staying on here and listening to us, what we have to say. And again, Lush Louisville, we're shining light on the creative natives here in Louisville, man. That's and shining light.
Shout out to Jonathan. He just followed me. I got you, Jonathan.
There you go. As soon as your phone works, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Chris, I'll be in touch, bro, and I'll send you those beats. And be safe, man.
Yeah, hit me up, bro.
Any last words? Any last words you have?
Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs.
Stay in school. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski.
Yes, sir.
Stay in school. Well, all right, Chris. Oh, did he jump off? Oh, he's off. Well, Chris has exited the building. I don't know whether he meant to or not. It makes sense if he did. He gave his last words. Yeah, guys. That's pretty much it for today. I'm super stoked for this episode. I had a lot of fun. It's a special holiday. I'm about to go celebrate, maybe chill out. I might go for a run, but maybe not because it's like 96 degrees. Yeah, we got a few people in here watching, but shout out to T. Lanky for the beat, man. Trevor Langford, he also went to Manual. Give us some last exit music here. But, let me know what y'all are doing this week. DM me for advice or any input y'all have. If you're interested in being on the show, let me know. DM me on Instagram. Email me. The email for Lush Louisville is lushlouisville@gmail.com. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So y'all stay safe. Let me get my hat on here. Can't have exit music without Uncle Sam. Yeah, y'all don't know about this hat. Party City for all your party needs. Party City, sponsor me, please. Again, guys, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have stay safe. Have a good 4th of July, and I'll be active. We got next week. We got another very, very special guest. So stay safe, guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Thanks again.